2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, the 14th of October, and it's Be Bold and Be Free Day. And a big happy birthday to Cliff Richard, Ralph Lauren, Ben Whishaw, and Usher. The Northern Ireland Protocol was a key part of the Brexit agreement that Boris signed up to, in part to protect the Good Friday Agreement. However, Lord Frost, the Brexit minister, has been signalling his unhappiness with how it's working in practice and has been calling for a comprehensive restructure.
We need to find arrangements in Northern Ireland that work to support the Good Friday Agreement. We're asking everyone to be flexible, find compromises.
So he'll have been delighted when the European Commission Vice President Maros Sefcovic proposed a lifting of 80% of the restrictions in a bid to simplify the arrangements and make trade easier. Maros was keen to get a deal done that works for everyone.
Now I invite the UK government to engage with us earnestly and intensively on all our proposals. With them, I am convinced we could be in the home stretch.
But on the Irish side, at least, after revelations from Dominic Cummings that the UK had no intention of following through on the 2019 deal, Tánaiste Leo Varadkar had some harsh words for Boris.
Those comments are very alarming because that would indicate that this is a government and administration that acted in bad faith. If the British government doesn't honour its agreements, doesn't adhere to treaties it signs, that must apply to everyone else too.
There were 42,776 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday and an additional 138 deaths. That's the highest number of cases since July, as the Delta wave shows no sign of easing. While Boris continues his villa holiday in Marbella, newly appointed Conservative Party chair Oliver Dowden was at least apologising in the wake of the pandemic report released on Tuesday. He told Kay Burley that Boris is also sorry.
The Prime Minister has said sorry and
Are you sorry?
yes, of course I'm sorry, as the Prime Minister is. Well, we're sorry for the losses that all those families have suffered, but also this was an unprecedented crisis. It's a once-in-100 years event. There isn't some perfect rule book that we could follow.
Labour's Shadow Business Secretary Ed Miliband echoed the apologies, but insisted the government really needs to learn some lessons from the way events unfolded.
Look, I think collectively the whole of politics should apologise. Government as a whole, politics as a whole, let down the families. Now, the government is in the lead on that. They need to be held to account for that. I'm glad that Oliver Dowden has apologised. You know, we've got to learn lessons from this. I'm afraid the way the government handled this was chaotic and they were deeply unprepared.
William Shatner made history yesterday as Star Trek's captain finally made it into space at the age of 90. He obviously booked the premium package with Blue Origin, as founder and owner Jeff Bezos escorted him on board.
And there is Jeff Bezos closing the hatch.
5, 4, command engine start. 2, 1.
The trip itself only lasts about 10 minutes, with 4 minutes of free fall at the apogee. It had a profound effect on Bill, who seemed deeply moved as he exited the capsule back on planet Earth.
It was so moving to me. This experience has been something unbelievable. What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary.
As the COP26 climate summit draws closer, there have been continual protests on motorways, bridges and tunnels from the Insulate Britain group, and motorists appear to be running out of patience, as well as fuel. There was a group blocking the M25 near the Dartford crossing when stranded drivers finally lost their patience. Activist Greta Thunberg is starting to sound a bit gloomy about the prospects for change too.
My expectations is that we will hear many nice speeches, and then I expect things to continue to remain the same as it is now.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Christopher Biggins is at it again, and Meghan Trainor explains what she's up to in the bathroom, right after this.
I'm broadcaster Katie Puckerick, poised and ready to help you prepare for the imminent arrival of Succession Season 3. There are no spoilers and no opinions, just a simple chronological walkthrough of events. Haven't got time to watch 20 hours worth before Season 3 kicks off? That's what I'm here for. Previously on Succession. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
The Women's Champions League was back in action on Wednesday night, streamed live on YouTube with DAZN, with 8 teams in action including Real Madrid, PSG, Juventus and Chelsea. It was a high-scoring evening with 3 games ending 5-0, while Chelsea women took on Juventus in Italy and won. Danish forward Pernille Harder secured the points in second place in the group for the Blues with a cracking goal in the 69th minute.
Here's Sam Kerr. Great block now, Harder. It's another goal for the visitors. This time, it's Pernille Harder. Who else would it be?
The world loves a superhero movie, and more than that, a row about a superhero movie. It all kicked off on Good Morning Britain in a discussion over the new DC Comics storyline, which has Clark Kent's son coming out as a bisexual Superman. Panto Dame extraordinaire and former celeb Big Brother star Christopher Biggins was busy denouncing the whole idea as woke nonsense.
I do find it absolutely bizarre that this is what people want nowadays. Why can't we stick to what we've had and given? Why don't they do some new characters?
Oi, Biggins, is this you being thrown off Big Brother in 2016 for your comments on bisexuals? Huh?
You then went on to say there were a lot of bisexuals who went to those countries and had sex with those people and then brought it back to their own families in America. Big Brother is left with no option other than to remove you from the house. Do you have anything to say?
I'm very sorry and I'm very sad.
Meghan Trainor and her husband Daryl Sabara went super viral last week as a photo of their unusual bathroom arrangements trended around the world. They sit side by side while they do their business. Yep, no wall, no screen, not a moment of privacy in sight. Jimmy Fallon just said what we're all thinking.
Should I ask, is it rude to ask, whose is whose?
Mine's the fancy one on the right. It warms your butt. And then the other one on the left is right under the air conditioning, so that's his.
So now are you going to keep this or are you going to change it?
You know how expensive it would be to change that? No, this is the best thing about my house. It's my favorite part of the house.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.